This is Ish Jinu, your English teacher, and today we are going to discuss Class 11 English Poetry, a photograph by Shelley Towson.
About the author. Shelley Towson was born on 20th May 1924 in England. She was not only a prolific writer but also an editor who came under the influence of Celtic Christianity. Towson, in her poem Photograph, describes the emotions felt as she remembered the story behind the image and what it means to the poet. She describes about her mother's childhood.
Now, let me ask you a question. How many of you happen to see your father's or mother's childhood photograph? Yes, many of you. And you love to listen some stories from them, isn't it? Same like that, here the poet is also cherishing the memory of her mother's childhood when she happened to see a photograph.
Introduction. The poet remembers her mother who died about 12 years ago. The poet recalls how her mother used to look at a photograph and remember her own childhood. The photograph was taken when her mother had gone for a sea holiday with her cousins and her uncle. Looking at this photograph, now she is cherishing her childhood memories. These were the happiest days in her life. Now let's have a glance of the poem. A photograph. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, as she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. In this stanza, the poet describes that her mother's photograph was stuck to a cardboard frame, and two girl cousins, along with the mother, who was a big girl, spent their holidays in a beach. They feel extremely happy to spend their sea holiday there. All three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's. That was before I was born. And the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. In this stanza, she mentions that the photograph was captured by her uncle. But everything has changed now. The sea, which appears at the background, is more or less the same. Whereas the human beings are transitory, nature is immortal. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. See Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. Now this, what she explains is what happened in the adulthood stage of her mother. After 20 to 30 years later, now she is laughing at the snapshot by watching the costumes which they are wearing on that particular day. She feels so silly on those days. The sea holiday was her past. Mine is her laughter, both wry with the labored ease of loss. Now, the mother's past was the sea holiday which she spent with her cousins. And the poet's laughter was her past by watching her mother laughing. But now she is sad that she lost her mother. She cannot express her grief through these lines.
I hope you have understood the poem in detail. In the next session, let's discuss the literary devices of this poem. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.